Hi Jay, thanks for coming out and speaking to us after today's game. After what I'm sure for yourself has been a difficult week, as in with two results that went against us, how do you feel after today's performance?
More positive. I still feel that we could have done more in the game first half to get a better result than we did. But it's a big improvement and going forward because we went back into the formation that we prefer to play. Whereas because of the recent weeks we've not been able to play the formation that we've done throughout pre-season. We had to adjust ourselves. Had everyone available back fit for us today. And then you look about how many new people are in our side. It's going to take a little time to gel. Although I'd like it done a little bit quicker than what we're doing at the moment. It's it's a work in progress. Am I down and annoyed about it? Not too much. I'm disappointed with the first half performance. I thought we could have played a lot better than we did in the first half. I thought the game was a bit scrappy, and I think if you're a spectator, it wouldn't have been the best viewing, especially in the first half. In the second half, I felt that we got more of our passages of play. We played out and a bit more style and our identity a little bit better than what it was. Just a little bit disappointed we didn't find the back of the net again.
You say about a disappointing sort of performance in the first half. I mean, Haywards Heath started on the front foot quite aggressively in some respects, booking after 30 seconds, another booking after 7 minutes. Do you think that they were maybe a little bit more up for it in the first half than we were?
No, I don't think they were up for it. I think they managed their game differently to us. Their game was about getting in their faces, causing an upset, disgruntling a few people, which is why you saw a couple of early bookings. Our game plan wasn't just go and get in their faces, and we didn't want to do it that way around. We wanted to do it in our way. Our way was to outplay them, which didn't happen. But that was where we wanted to do it. So I wouldn't say they were up for it more than what we were. I'd say we played a different style of football.
I have to apologise, it was 3 minutes and 7 minutes for the goals there, but they scored after 3 minutes. You must be delighted that we did respond quite quickly, and we equalised after 7 minutes to get back into the game.
Yeah, I do. I'm delighted that we responded that way. I'm disappointed we had to respond. I felt the goal we gave away, we gave them too much time. The ball dropped into the box. He was able to turn the shot unopposed. But like you said, if you're going to reply, you reply back the way we did. I'd just like to have taken that momentum from doing that, put them under a bit more pressure, and got some more shots off a goal. A lot of shots we had, against a big goalkeeper, all up high. When the free kick was low, it bounced in front of him, and we followed it up and buried it around that way. So, for me, I would have liked to see us test the keeper in different areas rather than where his strengths are, which would be, tall.
Yeah. As you've rightly said, much better performance in the second half. You made some substitutions, probably 3/4 of the way through the second half. You brought on Scott Kirkwood, Max Miller directly straight away, and that had a big impact. Seemed from the outside we looked a lot more direct. Was that a game plan from you when they came on?
Yeah, definitely, especially with bringing Max Miller on. Max is pain in the backside for any defence, but what he gave to us is a different dimension with a bit of pace and a bit more aggression in behind. Rather than trying to play through him, we hold the ball up and we bring other people into play. The idea was to break their back line and then put him through in front of goal. He also competes very well in the air, which I thought we gave them a few more problems when he did come on. With Scotty coming in there, you've always got an experienced head coming in there. Elliot sort of pulled his groin a little bit, so Scotty came in and done that role. Samson coming in a 10 role, and Samson's passing range and his link-up play is very good. And I think both subs, especially Max and Samson, had chances, great chances to near score.
Mm-hmm. Quick one on the goalkeeper today. We brought in you brought in a new guy, Alfie Jones, I believe, on loan from Crawley. Would I be right in saying that? What's your thinking behind that? Obviously, a new signing, which is great for the club.
Yeah. Exactly that. We just wanted to freshen things up. I've spoken to Josh. We haven't fallen out. We both agreed to have a bit of time away. So there's lots more there, but that's not for me to discuss on camera or with anyone else, between me and him. And so Alfie come in, good contact at Crawley, Dean Lightwood, who I've played with many times over the years, recommended Alfie. He come in, a couple of shaky ones to start with, but then also pulled off some fantastic saves and kept us in the game. And I thought in the second half he played very, very well.
Talking about other good performances, man of the match today, James Lang, looked very, very exciting on the ball today. You must have been pleased with his performance.
Yep, he won't be happy with you calling him James Lang though.
I'm sorry. It's Alex, isn't it? My apologies.
Yeah, he done really well because although I wasn't too happy with him trying to use 25-yard lobs every time, but he's got the capabilities of being able to pull them sort of things off. He can pull a magic goal out of nowhere, and he's just a constant threat all the time. His energy levels are unbelievable, and even when we moved him to the right-hand side as a wing back, which really suited him actually, because he gets in areas and he delivers a really good ball into the box. And it's just a shame we didn't capitalise a little bit more onto that. But yeah, I thought he was outstanding today, and you know what, I was really pleased with him. They tried to come in here and give him a few niggles because he's an old player. It didn't work. He kept his cool head. He showed everyone and proved a point, which is why I'm really pleased with him this season.
Just a quick one on this season so far. Obviously, last season, it pitted out with obviously the COVID-19.
Yeah.
Can you give us an insight into what it's been like for you as a manager, trying to get all the guys together, organise training and prepare for matches? Because it must be difficult.
What, during the lockdown period, you mean, or
and even up to now?
Yeah, it's been very difficult. It's obviously things that we're doing off the cuff more because there's nothing to fall back on as experience, because nothing like this has ever happened before. We can't look back and go, oh, that scenario relates to this one. There's just nothing to compare it to. So boys wanting to train because of the time they had off, they're really excited, they're enthusiastic about coming back to training. But yeah, it's been fits and starts, and obviously we had a few issues sort of a couple of weeks back with the COVID sort of side of things. But the boys have been really good, been really positive. The ones that need to isolate, isolated. The ones we had everyone tested, they all come back. Only the ones that are negative train with us. Everyone else again wait to their isolation till they're finished. So yeah, it's been a bit disruptive, and that's why I think the start of our season hasn't gone like we wanted it to. But now we're all back, and I think the boys know that, and I think they're raring to go with it.
Next game, we move on. It's an away game against Sevenoaks next Saturday.
Yep.
I know you probably won't want to give too much away on camera, but what can you reveal about your approach to next week after today's game?
I think we need to keep worrying about ourselves. I know Sevenoaks will be a decent side, and we have their threats, which we'll know about. But if we can develop on what we've done today, especially in the second half, and even the second half against Cray Valley midweek, we need to go for 90 minutes with that tempo, that pace, and grind teams down, and keep moving the ball around. So our prep will be maintaining that, rather than doing sort of 5 or 6 passages of that in a game, increase it to 10, 11 sort of passages like that in a game. And we just spoke about that in the change rooms a minute ago, and the boys are in agreement with it. So yeah, I'd like to control the game a little bit more, not give away early goals, because that's something that's crept in the 2 games, which we're not pleased about, especially with the defence that we have. We think they're cut above giving silly goals away in early minutes and having to fight back. So yeah, we want to start on the front foot straight away from the go.
Well done today. This is a draw. I'm sure you would have preferred 3 points, but good luck next Saturday as well.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Jay.